Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Irvin, with another anime first impressions. I have quite a bit of these coming out. Hopefully, we'll be slowing down this next week because quite a bit of anime came out this week out. But anyways, the name of this one is Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious, and this one aired, I think, back on Wednesday. I just hadn't had the chance to watch it. You can watch it on FUNimation and I believe also on Hulu. As of right now, it's only subbed. I think this one might be one of the ones they dubbed in Funimation, just because it is kind of a little bit of a popular anime, but I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. Anyways, guys, before I continue, a few things. One, if you have not done so, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell button if you guys don't mind, and you'll be notified when I go live when I upload videos. Also, there's a giveaway happening. You guys can go check it out in my channel if you guys want to be part of it. And there's a bunch of first impressions already that I have released these past few days, so go check them out. And then lastly, guys, there is a spoiler alert for the first episode. Not a big one, because if you read the title, that's basically what the first episode is about, so oh well. Anyways, the anime itself is an isekai, and that's why I was a little bit cautious. No pun intended to the whole anime name, but we're a little bit cautious of approaching the anime just because I don't really want to see an anime that is another isekai. There's so many isekais out there. So anyways, I eventually watched it, and it's actually pretty good. The anime itself starts with a goddess. She is rank S, which is basically, I guess, not a good rank to be in. She saved 5 worlds, which is not good because the average of goddess and gods that have saved worlds are 10. And then the ones that are like in the other spectrum, like the best ones, have saved like 100, 120. So she from the beginning says she's not in the best position right now, so she definitely needs to get better. So she goes out on her way and summons a new guy, and she can only summon one person per world, and she summons a human from Japan. And after looking into a bunch of stats, she finally chooses one. It's really like out of the blue. She sees all these good stats, and she just summons him immediately. A few things to say. She does talk about the isekai whole sense, like, oh yeah, isekai is pretty popular in Japan right now. So there's whoever I choose is going to be glad to be summoned by me because it's very similar to their culture. So, anyways, she summons him, and he ends up not wanting to do his missions. He's very overly cautious. That's the whole sense of the anime. He basically doesn't want to go to the world to save it. He doesn't want to check out his stats. He doesn't want to figure out anything yet. He wants to just do sit-ups and push-ups. At the same time, we kind of see the double side of this goddess, of her freaking out, and you guys can see a freak out there in my thumbnail of just how she just wants him to listen and pay attention. And she has that sweet side, but she also has that devilish side in her. After a few days of training, he eventually decides to go, and the comedy continues with him just not trusting no one, no little kid, no older man. He's like, they could be a murderer, they could be someone who is there who is trying to poison me, and he doesn't even trust the goddess with food himself as well. So he's very cautious. He gets armor, he gets weapons, and he goes into to the next, or he goes on his way to the next town. It's basically kind of like a game. According to the goddess, the goddess has thoughts, and we kind of get her thoughts, and she's kind of like the narrator, and she's saying, okay, she's gonna defeat small demon monsters, and then eventually get to the demon lord. And so the first encounter of slime, and he overdoes it. He completely kills the slime like 4 or 5 times just to make sure it's dead. And then out of the blue, one of the demon henchmen, it's really a girl, henchwoman, shows up, and she's very powerful, level 66, and this unusual thing. And the goddess says this is very unusual, that doesn't really happen. So she ends up attacking them, and the guy, instead of fighting back, starts running away. And that's how the episode ends. That's, in a nutshell, the first episode. I left off a lot of stuff. You really have to see it. When it's a comedy anime, I hate to kind of say all the jokes because it ruins the jokes when you watch them. But for the most part, it's a comedy. It's making fun of isekai in some ways, but also just kind of making fun of the whole overpowering characters that do all this damage and immediately jump in and become the most powerful and most knowing person in the world because they're so powerful. So they're mocking that type of comedy or isekai that we've seen these past few seasons. So I like it. I like that we have two different comedies that are kind of mocking isekai, just because we've had so many isekai on these past few years, and it was we needed a change, and this is kind of changing that whole genre a little bit more, which I like. At the same time, not the biggest fan. Actually, there's three of them that are mocking isekai. There's the wrestling one, which I think is ridiculous and stupid, but oh well. Overall, I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. I think it's funny. I think people should watch it. I don't think it's gonna be one that's gonna be that popular. It's not a shonen, and it's not a very specific isekai that people will talk about forever. And there's quite a bit of isekais coming out this season, so it might be maybe top 3, top 2 of the isekais, but it definitely does rank up there. I think people should be watching it. At least give it a try. Watch the first 2 episodes or first 3 episodes, and then decide to drop it or not. But again, it is airing in Funimation and probably Hulu. They're kind of working together now, so you can watch it either or. It's being subbed. Hopefully, it will be dubbed. I really want to watch it dubbed because it's one of those that I would prefer watching dub other than sub. But oh well. Thank you guys again for watching this video. If you have not done so, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think about this anime. Make sure you guys are watching my other first impression videos and give your comments there as well. Thank you again for your love and support. And like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.